Hello callers, welcome again to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barca. In this episode, we are going to be discussing some interesting new developments, starting with Lionel Messi's situation. Of course, he's now a free agent as his contract expired yesterday. President Joan Laporta have just recently given an update concerning the situation, in which we are going to be discussing much more of that as we move ahead. Then also we are going to be talking about Samuel Umtiti, who is still insisting that he wants to stay at Barca no matter the cost. And of course, given the fact that Barcelona are very willing to sell him, just recently it has been reported that Barcelona are ready to take drastic action against him. So we are going to be discussing much more on that as well. Then finally, we are going to be discussing about this new transfer lane for a defender, by name Leonardo Spinazzola. He plays for Roma, 28-year-old. Barcelona have reportedly been showing interest in him, and he has also been linked with Real Madrid. So we're going to be discussing much more on that as we move ahead. So guys, as we get right into those interesting stories, please endeavor to click on that subscribe button below if you haven't, if you are new to this channel, and also ensure you watch this video right up to the very end so you get all the details you won't want to miss. Barcelona president Joan Laporta has come to the club at a time of extreme instability, tasked with reversing a mammoth financial crisis, clearing out the club and revamping the sporting project, and also trying to convince talisman Lionel Messi to stay after the debacles of seasons gone by. For the first time in 17 years, Messi is technically no longer a Barcelona player, you can imagine, after his mega contract expired at midnight on June 30th, 2021. Now, Laporta is under more pressure than ever regarding the renewal, even though it seems almost imminent, all the while dealing with the issue of the European Super League simultaneously. The Barcelona president spoke to Under Zero program in the Spanish television, opening up about the status of Messi's renewal, the European Super League, and developments about the club's financial problems. Laporta was first asked about the elephant in the room, which is Messi's renewal. We want Messi to stay, and Leo wants to stay. Everything is on track. We have the issue of fair play. We are in the process of finding the best solution for both parties. He then spoke about the challenges of returning as president of the club at a delicate time like this. When I arrived in 2003, and as it was all new, we made a small revolution and everything went well. Now I am rejuvenating and people are very excited. The challenge is enormous because it is going to demand a lot of us, and I like it because I am prepared. We are in a very complicated economic situation. In the market, there is no money. You have to remove and change things. That's why there is the Super League. Laporta said, venturing on to the topic of the European Super League, regarding which La Liga president Javier Tebas had some stark comments. He said Javier Tebas has to be clear that the Super League will not affect the Spanish league. Barca will want to win the league every year. Sooner or later, the English clubs will regret the decision they have taken to leave the Super League. Now, moving on to the next story of discussion, Barcelona are reportedly willing to take drastic action, with defender Samuel Umtiti, and have a couple of ideas of how to offload the unwanted Frenchman. The centre-back has been deemed surplus to requirements by the Catalan giants, who are determined to remove the Frenchman and his salary from the wage bill. There have been reports recently that Umtiti had finally, acknowledged it might be time to look for a new team, but the latest update from Diario Sport suggests that's not the case at all. The Catalan Daily report, Umtiti wants to stay, doesn't mind being on the bench, and is convinced he can convince Ronald Koeman of his qualities. Yet, Barca aren't having any of it and are determined to let Umtiti go. The plan is for more negotiations, as they don't want the centre-back around by the time pre-season kicks off. The first option is to cut his salary and seek a loan. Umtiti isn't too keen on the idea, and there's talk of Lyon, being interested. Marseille have been rumoured, but are said to be worried about Umtiti's knee. The Catalans think a move to France or Italy would work and are going to try and force him out quickly. There's no mention of exactly how they plan to do that, but Mateus Fernandes is cited as an example that Barca mean business this summer. The club confirmed on Tuesday that Fernandes' contract had been terminated and he had been told he's no longer wanted at the Camp Nou. The Brazilian only arrived last year on a 5-year deal from Palmeiras. And on to the final story of this episode. According to a report by a reputed Italian journalist, Gianluca Di Marzio, the race to sign Leonardo Spinazzola in the summer transfer window is intensifying. Real Madrid are no longer the only big-name La Liga club, showing the interest in the Roma defender, who is also a target for fierce rivals Barcelona now. Leonardo Spinazzola had already seen his stock skyrocket on the back of a solid 2020-21 campaign. His star, though, has continued to ascend further, courtesy top-notch performances for Italy at the UEFA Euro 2020, having been awarded the Man of the Match award in 2 of the Azzurri's 4 games so far. As a result, some of the marquee names of European football have invariably cast admiring glances towards the 28-year-old, with one of his suitors being Spanish giants Real Madrid. The Merengues, though, now face stiff competition for Spinazzola from bitter La Liga rivals Barcelona. With Jordi Alba also touted for a potential summer exit from some quarters, signing a top-class left-back is imperative for Barcelona. To that end, the Blaugrana have been linked with Marcos Asensio, Jose Gaya and Xavi Galán, among others, with Spinazzola seemingly emerging as a serious target as well now. In fact, as per report, Barcelona have already launched, an inquiry for the 28-year-old, which goes to suggest that they could perhaps launch the offensive for him soon. In such a scenario, Real Madrid will be well advised to be ready to make a concrete offer themselves if they hold a serious interest in him. For now, the race to sign Leonardo Spinazzola from AS Roma in the summer transfer window just got more interesting. What now remains to be seen is if Barcelona can quickly manage to snap him up, or if Real Madrid can stay clear of their fierce rivals in pursuit of the Italian international. So guys, with that we come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video. If you haven't clicked on that subscribe button below, please endeavor to do so you don't miss out on any latest on Barca here on Viva Barca. Until next time, Visca El Barca.